Let's go, yo. Who light up the scoreboard? Who making the play, y'all? Who's the MVP? Yo, let's smart talk. Recap the game and the major plays. Yo, they all got opinions they would like to say. Like what went right, yo, what went wrong? Yo, what play was weak and what play was strong? So kick up your feet and grab your popcorn. It's the Smack Talk Podcast. Let's get it on.
The following is a presentation of the Belly Up Sports Media Network.
Goddamn. That was a bad one. Before we start getting mad at people, let's shout out PJ Walker quick. I mean, the kid's playing well, played a hell of a game. Coach got to realize that he's an XFL quarterback. You know, sometimes when the game comes down to it, you got to take the ball out of that man's hand. And it's nothing against him personally. Talent-wise, maybe a little bit, I guess. Oh, this is just going to be a hard one to stomach. Ravens win again. I mean, they didn't blast the Cardinals, which is the opponent next week. I don't think we'll have a hard time with the Cardinals, but seeing if everything else has played out, you know, we'll see next week. It's the NFL. Anything can fucking happen. But overall, the defense, I mean, they shat the bed for a while there, but then they showed us who they are. They're not great in that final little 2-minute slot of the game for some reason. PJ Walker had to come back twice, which, for being honest, the refs finally blessed us. But as Brown fans, you know, that had to come around eventually. For your older Browns fans, you know, 40, 50 years, you know, finally we got a couple. It still seems just a little bit unreal. I mean, it's just like it all came back around to us finally. PJ Walker hits a man in the helmet on 3rd and 3. No one knows where the ball is. They pick it off. They walk down the field like literally the defense isn't even out there. For some reason, that little niche of time is just the defense just has not figured out yet. They had their way with Miles today. Good for them, because that's impressive as fuck. Came in the costume. Costume might have been better than the game. I get it. I accept that. That man's doubled and triple teams, and that's going to happen. But the problem is when you're goated, people expect more from you. It's the LeBron James effect. Like, people don't talk about you. People don't expect shit from you. It's kind of like Steph Curry. Like, Curry don't get that fucking hate. Like, LeBron gets that hate. It's because LeBron's on that next level, which is that GOAT talk level. But let's hit that 3rd and 3 again. I just don't understand why Kevin will not. He won't let the defense win him a game. He's getting a little bit better. He had a couple punts today. He had a couple punts the past few games where I feel like usually he would go for them. But on that 3rd and 3, that's time right there to not put the ball. Do not call a play like that man's Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes, prime Deshaun Watson. You call a play, you thinking O-line is pretty healthy today. We're running at what? We're running at 3.9 a clip. We need 3 yards. Obviously, that's not how that works. But still, you go for that. Say you get fucking 2.5. Then you got a chance to you can sneak Harrison again. And then you got a chance to fucking put that game right away. At the end of the day, you need to do your best to win the game around PJ Walker. And PJ Walker is playing his goddamn ass off. But it's just a level of talent that he just can't deal with. So you need to take the ball out of PJ Walker's hand, put the ball in what's really the strongest part of your offense's hand. You called that timeout there. So you need to tell the offensive line, look, this is on you motherfuckers right here, right now. Go get me 3 fucking yards and go win us this motherfucking game. It's that simple. Once in a while, sometimes football is easy. You go tell the big man, the people that have played their ass off all goddamn game, you know what? This one's for you. Go get us a W today. And you might have 2 shots on it, depending on how that play goes out. And then if it doesn't, then you can pin Seattle back. And then you can actually let that defense go eat, not put that defense in a position of fucking weakness. You make Seattle have to drive the length of the field. I mean, you're thinking overtime at best. The guy still has to come out, make the kick. It's just a bad play call. And I like Stefanski. I'll be on board with admitting that. I'm a fan of the man. But there's just times and places where the man has to, everyone knows that. The man gets too cute for his own goddamn good. That's Keven Stefanski. It's like he refuses to let the back and the offensive line go get him one when they need to get him one. It's infuriating. And no one knows what's going on with Watson. Nobody knows if PJ Walker's starting next week. We won't know. Here's what we're going to do as Brown fans. We're going to wait an entire week, find out Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, maybe even the day before the goddamn game. And you just can't let one of these slip away. When you have the lead late in the fourth in the NFL football game, you got to go get that one. When the defense is supposed to be one of the best defenses statistically wise that have ever played the game, you need to give it a chance to let those guys eat. Put it in their hands. Let those be our guys. Let's put it's kind of like you put the ball in PJ Walker's hands or you put the ball in Myles Garrett's hands. Which one are you going to choose? You choose Myles every time. But Stefanski's pass happy ass always chooses the latter. And I don't understand why. It's just the offensive minded head coach, I guess. Which it sucks because at the same time, I respect dying on your sword. But you have to understand when your sword is dull as shit because he's a third string fucking quarterback. And you got to put that sword away and look at the guy behind you and tell him, yo, we need you today. And that should all started with the run play on 3rd and 3. You have Kareem Hunt. Every Browns fan knows that man's going to end up backwards, churning yards. He don't get 3. Oh, well, he gets 2. Then let's sit up there and let's fucking go for that sneak. Then we'll try to win the goddamn game. Everyone would have been fine with the sneak there. The pass play with PJ Walker is what everyone's questioning, and it's what we're going to question for the whole next week. I even started this a little late because I saw Stefanski at the podium talking about it. And it's just never what you want to hear him say. You just want to hear a man come up to the podium and say, you know what, I fucked up. Don't play the results. Don't play any of that bullshit. Walk up to the podium and say, this one's on me. But all he has to do is say, every time he goes to the podium, we share all this. Offense, defense, special team, players, coaches. No, man. You fucked your defense there. You didn't give your offensive line a shot. He was playing their asses off today. You got fucking Hunt back there. You got Ford back there. You got Strong back there. They're giving you a game. None of these guys are starters. But they're all better than PJ Walker. Even if that pass gets off, it didn't even look like it was going anywhere good. He's just showing you nothing that says, hey, that's the biggest play in the game, son. Go get me one. Keven, he's just so frustrating. All in all, I think Keven gets the most out of the fucking these backup quarterbacks. He got the most out of Jacoby. I mean, he's won 2 straight with PJ. The Baker boys are gonna hate it, but it's the best year of Baker's career under Keven Stefanski. It just silences you. It's just not much you can say in that. I mean, what have we got here? We got 155 yards rushing. I mean, this team can run the football with anyone back there. Not to the level of Chubb. Love you, bub. Get well soon. But it's still just churning out yards. If you're churning out yards like that, you got to go get 3. I mean, I already said it, but I don't know how many times I can say it. Tell that offensive line during the timeout, look, this is on you big motherfuckers. We played this entire game. We need 3 yards. It's all on y'all. That's your movie speech time. That's your fucking Al Pacino speech. That's your fucking the game's about inches speech right there. Tell them go get you one. and then fucking celebrate with the team. But get cute with PJ Walker. That's one I won't understand. I mean, you could say the penalty gods are even on our back still. The pass interference on Cooper was We got hands to the face that saved us a couple times. But I just want to kill Kev so bad, but I mean, that's a solid ass game when it's PJ Walker. You have to keep coming back to that. But then it's like, don't put the game in PJ Walker's hands if you don't have to. And you didn't have to. There's no reason to do that. I kept saying the worst outcome is you gain 2 yards, then you can sneak it on 1 yard. That's not the worst outcome is you gain 0 yards, you lose a couple yards, and then you punt it and you pin them. And then you tell that fucking all-star defense, go get us the game. This is what you're here for. This is a third string quarterback. We gave you the lead. There's a minute some time left. Now you go win us the goddamn game. I mean, you're paying this defensive line so much goddamn money. Stop fucking them over. Give them the shot. It's just like Kev hates AFC football. I feel like Kev hates AFC North football. I'm not sure what it is. It was a fucking weird day, I guess. I mean, the Chiefs lost to fucking the Broncos, but Chiefs fans aren't afraid where they're at. We're afraid we're there. I mean, fucking Browns fans, I've never seen a fan base more panicked about being 4-2. We're at each other's necks. We're always going to be. That's how we are, and I love us for that. But that's just our style. And this is going to be a hell of a long week on the internet, online, talking to your friend who's a Browns fan, because none of us agree with each other. Yeah, sitting at 4-3, big Ravens win. If the Ravens if Watson ain't back for the Ravens game, let's not even get into that. I mean, it was a fun game, hell of a game. Shout out to all the Browns fan that traveled, because you could hear the fucking Coop when Coop would make a play. Cooper's still out there playing his goddamn balls off. I mean, it's just the margin for our victory right now is so goddamn thin is the problem. I can't remember his name now. Back up. The rookie. That ball goes off his fingertips and he's walking into the end zone. He catches that. We're money. We're juice. That's a dub. But our margin is so thin. And that's the major issue at the moment. But all in all, it's just a stressful day. Terrible gambling day. That had nothing to do with the Browns, though. I'm not dumb enough to bet them. Fucking the Bengals pull out a fucking great win. They beat the shit out of San Fran, if we're going to be honest about it. They beat the shit out of them. It seems like since he's all the way back. Burrow, that calf's healed. I mean, I don't even really count Pittsburgh, because Pittsburgh should no way be in any of this. They're just Pittsburgh. But we're somehow sitting with the worst QB situation in the AFC North right now. And the AFC North is the best division in football, and everyone fucking knows that. They might tell you it's not, because we don't come out here putting 44 points up against 44 points. Fuck them. It's the best division in football, and we're cursed with that. There's nothing we can do about that. But we have to win games when it comes down to it like this. I mean, the amount of dumb plays I would have accepted from Stefanski, I would have took a trick play right there as long as it's running. Just something to take the ball out of the XFL quarterback's hand. And I keep saying that, and I don't mean that as a shot against PJ Walker. PJ Walker is playing. I don't know if PJ Walker could play better than PJ Walker's playing. And that's a super shout out to him. I think PJ Walker, showed me enough today that he showed me he is a backup quarterback. Because I don't blame that last interception on him. So you need to take the ball out of your backup quarterback's hand at that moment in the game. You're the Cleveland Browns. Everyone knows when they come to play the Cleveland Browns, it's going to be a long day defending the run. except for the moment where they needed to defend the run. I would have took fucking 2 sneaks over that play. It's not Tom Brady. It's not Mahomes. It's a nobody. You can't let these people working their ass off. All these men working their ass off in the trenches, play all game, and then let PJ Walker throw the ball on 3rd and 3 to win the game. I don't even know how the defense can look at him. Besides for the fact that they fucking just kind of sat out there and watched Seattle walk down the field and win it on us. I mean, 4-3, season's not dead. It's not looking great. But at the end of the day, this whole season was coming down to Watson playing well. So it did take a 180 in our face. With that, at the end of the day, it all kind of depends on Watson playing average football. So we need Watson to come back healthy enough. Let's not rush Watson back. We just need him. Well, I mean, if he can fucking just play turnover-free football, which he has not done, I'll give you that. But we need him to come back. We don't need Houston Watson anymore. We need probably 60% of that. We need a fucking game manager at this point. We need somebody. We need a savior. It sucks that it has to be Watson. But everybody needs a hero. And sometimes, like Batman, it's not the hero you want or the hero you need, but it's the hero you got. Now I'm going to go eat some dinner, deal with these 2 Rugrats, heathens, if we want to be honest. I'm going to go gamble, lose some more money, set a DraftKings lineup. You know, that hits. Maybe we don't have to go to work tomorrow, though. So, there's always some sunshine in the rain. That's how rainbows are made. Oh, man. Fuck it. Anyways, I love y'all. Just jump on quick to fucking just vent, really. All right. One love. Go back.